Hey guys and gals, Scott Turnage here with another episode of the G3 Sportsman. And today we're going to be spider rigging. And I'm going to do this out of my new G3 Angler V17C. This boat is everything I could ever ask for in a boat. And I'm going to show you guys that may be a little hesitant about a V boat and spider rigging or crappie fishing or whatever. And I'm actually going to be out here in the wind, and that's another thing that you guys are always maybe concerned about a little bit in the high sides of a V with the wind. And I'm going to show you that you can crappie fish and even spider rig just as easy as you can out of a bass style boat, a mod V, or any other type of boat. So quit being worried about that thing. If you're wanting a V, if you're really wanting to fish out of one of these V's, I'm going to show you how much fun it is and that you can do it pretty much effort-free. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to be spider rigging, and I'm going to show you right here. I'm up here in this creek channel. As you can see, the channel running right here. Now I'm sitting right here, but I'm going to be moving over just a little bit into that creek channel. We'll be in about 14 or 15 foot of water, and those fish are going to be probably suspended up about 4 or 5 feet. Now, it's not that I'm smart and I know this. I was told about where these were going to be. I'm not going to lie to you. And hopefully I can get into them. There's a couple other boats in here, and maybe I can kind of slip in behind them and around them or whatever and get out of their way and maybe catch a few fish. So it's kind of drizzly, rainy. I've talked too much. Let's get set up and let's see if I can catch a little few crappie spider rigging March 23rd, I believe. Anyway, stick with us. Crappie, just like any other lake this time of year, moving up into the creeks. And yeah, I'm back at Truman, and I know you guys are thinking, man, is this the only lake this guy ever fishes anymore? Well, it's actually a pretty close lake for me, and we've had such a cold, brutal winter that it's just easy for me to get over there. And plus, my boy Jeff Falkenberry said, hey, the crappie are moving up the creek, so you better get that spider rig rack on your boat. So I did, and henceforth I am here. All right. Just not a monster by no means, but still crappie. He's kind of small though. Kind of small. You got to pay close attention to the tips of these rods. I mean, it is a light bite. I've got such a big minnow on that one right there. He keeps flopping around and makes me feel like I've got a bite on it. Just like with any other lake across the country, water temperature's in the low 50s right now. Here it is March 23rd or 24th. And just like everywhere else, when that water temperature and that time of year, those crappie are starting to move up, and they're getting ready to start spawning. I'm just going to have the one rack out there. I'm going to have 4 B&M poles out, and we're going to use minnows. I would rather use jigs, but the fact is that they are hitting minnows, and when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. I'm just going at a real slow pace. I'm just letting the wind dictate my pace, and right now it's got a perfect wind and we're just kind of drifting real slow, and hopefully I'm through the strike zone. That's always the key. There we go. There we go. There we go. How about that, boys? There we go. All about the same size. Every one of them about the same size. Just good keeper crappie. You know, a lot of concerns that people have about the V style boats is the higher sides. And with this boat is a 17 foot and it's 96 inches across on the beam. So it's like a football. I mean, this thing has got tons of room in it. I've got a front live well, got a rear live well, got tons of storage. And I can move around, or me and another person or whatever, we can move around and never even know one another's in the boat. There's lots of room. You worry about the drifting or whatever. Really, you don't. With these electric steer trolling motors anymore, you can keep the nose anywhere you want to on the boat. Now, what I did today, spider rigging, I mounted my rack just right up on the starboard side of the nose, and I had 4 poles out. And when I drifted with the wind, I would turn the boat just parallel with the creek, and I just drifted a slow drift. I'm actually right now letting the wind just kind of push me sideways, and I'm drifting just perfect. You know, this V boat, you know, people say, well, it's too high side and the wind drifts and everything else, but I mean, if you got these electric steer trolling motors, I mean, that's the equalizer right there, and it works just fine. Should be a few fish in here. I should be whacking and stacking right here, so let's see. Fish on, fish on, fish on. Let me cut this trolling motor back a little bit. Fish on, fish on. There you go. What do you think? What do you think? Another nice little crappie. About that. Nose is running. Back in there. Now, when I was going against the wind, I would just nose into the wind, but just keep the boat at kind of a perpendicular angle. I know that's a big word for me. A perpendicular angle to where my rods were still out in front, and then I was just bumping the trolling motor and just easing up. I had no problems whatsoever with the boat drifting or shifting from side to side. It worked just fine. But you know what? Hey, I'm out here having fun. I'm not trying to win a tournament. I'm not trying to get style points. I'm just having a great time. I'm not behind a desk. I'm not editing. I'm not working out in the yard. I'm fishing. I'm fishing, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm fishing and I'm having fun. Right there, right there. Having a big time. That's what I'm doing. I told you I saw some fish on there and looked like we ought to be catching some. The G3 Angler V17C is what I'm using, the single console unit. And to me, that is just about as good an overall, all-around fishing boat as you can have. Fish on, fish on, fish on, fish on. Fish on, fish on, fish on. That's a decent crappie right there. Get my trolling motor off. Lord, I'm having all kind of issues here. Come here. First time I get to use my net today. There we go, right there, right there. It's been a big time, you know, out here late March, about March 23rd, kind of cool, drizzly morning. It's time to start spider rigging. We drifted around, we caught fish, we just used our trolling motor, and we didn't have no problem. So get out, if you like it, if you enjoy fishing out of a V and you want the comfort and the flexibility of fishing out of a V, then by all means, get one. So just remember, you know, with all these electronics and gadgets and everything we have now to make it easier to find fish, let's just be good conservationists, keep what we can use, release the rest, save some for seed for future generations, and get out and enjoy the bounty that Mother Nature has provided for us. Thanks again for stopping by. Take a little time out of your day to watch some goofy old guy out here catching fish. But that's all the time we got for this week's episode. And just remember, we'll be out there somewhere doing something fun next time on the G3 Sportsman.